Yo, what is going on, growmies? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, growmies, welcome back to episode 8 of the Tropicana Cookie Grow Along. In this series, I am growing in organic super living soil, and Homegrown Zone is growing in DWC hydroponics. The point of this series is to see the different growth styles and methods growing one of our favorite strains ever, Tropicana cookies. Anyways, getting back into the tent from our last episode, it has now been 1 week into flower. And let's start this video off with a live tent check-in. Yo, what is going on, growmies? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, growmies, Tropicana cookies, first week of flower, going on to week 2 now. Plants are looking incredible. Very pretty even canopy, not gonna lie. And it's time to do a little bit of work today. So, as we can see, soil's pretty dry down here. And it is super bushy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna defoliate down here and water the plants. But just look at this canopy real quick. Man, very beautiful. So the first thing we're gonna do, what I've been doing forever, is I just grab the plant, push it down like that. Push it down. That's all you gotta do. Very simple. Push it down, push them down. And they don't snap too easy right now because another thing too, growmies, is they don't snap too easy right now because they're pretty dry. If you do this while they're wet, it's kind of like, wet celery snaps. But if it's dry, haven't had water in a few days, you can bend them pretty easy, which is what we're doing right now. And we can see right here some female pistils showing already. It's a good sign. Also, growmies, I am still sick. I've been sick for like 3 weeks. So I'm sorry for the sniffles and whatnot. But yeah, we're just going to keep training, pushing these plants down. I might have to take off some fan leaves, which I don't really want to do. I want these plants to have a big, healthy foundation of leaves before I defoliate them. Or I don't want to defoliate them, but I think I'm going to have to at this point. Some parts are wet. It's fine. Yeah, this is super. This is a lot of leaves. I can't lie. This is a lot. We do have a fan all the way down here, and that's aimed to hit all 4 plants. So, it's good airflow. But we still, it's just a little too bushy, honestly. Just a little too bushy. So, we've done our push down. Kind of running out of space. These plants are huge. Yeah, that's probably it for that. And the next step is let's go ahead and clean up these bottoms. So, first things first, I'm just going to go down like this. I'm just going to peel with my hand. This is the easiest, fastest way. I'm not in a commercial setting, so I don't have to worry about thousands and thousands of plants getting infected. It's like I'm just doing this at home. I just use my hands. Nice and easy. And we're just going to take off all these lower branches that are not needed. Really not giving the plant any airflow on the bottom. And just keep going. This one right here, see, really no point to having this. Just taking energy. Okay, and that was pretty bad. We did hurt the plant a little, but it'll be fine. And then I'll take this. That is probably that is probably why people use scissors, but it doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter. And we're just gonna keep going. Again, I think anything at the midsection is getting removed. There's quite a bit of stuff. So again, I'm just going to keep removing leaves. And this is the first week of flower. I wouldn't expect this plant to get really upset, to be honest. I'm not expecting, hopefully it doesn't herm, is what I'm trying to say. Now, since I'm defoliating these plants, you know, there is a risk of herming because I am removing quite a bit of vegetation off. But we'll see, you know, I think they'll be fine. They're very healthy plants. They have more than enough leaves than they know what to do with. And there's no place to breathe down here. So we need to get all this airflow down here to be better. And it'll help the plant breathe more. It's just better. You want good airflow. So here we are, taking off all this lower stuff that has no point in being here. And honestly is doing nothing. So all this, don't need it, don't need it. Don't need that. Don't need this in the shadow. It's not gonna do anything. Same with all these. Don't need them. This one's trying to make its way up, but it's not gonna make its way up. Same with this one right here. It's trying to make its way up, it's not gonna make its way up. The other branches are just too tall and overcrowded. It's just like a forest. So I'm taking all these off. And let's go ahead and turn the plant a little bit. This leaf right here, again, hidden shadow, no point. This lower canopy one I'll leave. Actually, I'll take this one off too. Take it off. And we're getting close for this first plant. Defoliating. Hopefully you guys can see everything I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going in here ripping branches off and just pinching them off. Okay, and we'll take these ones off right here as well, might as well. And there is our first plant defoliated, which looks a lot better. The next one is the Stardog plant. Now, as you guys can tell, this girl is dark. Ooh, damn, she smells good, just pulling off those first leaves. It's like a... Ooh, it's like a dank weed, chemical skittle. I don't know, it's a crazy scent. It's hard to say right now. Anyways, all this lower growth that really doesn't have a point in being here is going to get removed. That way the plant can have better airflow down here and focus more energy on growing the upper branches. Don't need any energy going down here, so that's why we're removing. Oh, and it's sticky already, wow. This plant is stickier than the trop cookie. This is my least favorite pheno, this first trop cookie. The Stardog is sticky, that's something to notice. See, look at that, getting rid of all those leaves opens it up a lot more. And let me turn up the brightness just a bit. There we go. Getting rid of, oh man, this Stardog's sticky. But getting rid of these leaves helps a lot more to get that airflow. And let's see. So these ones, they're kind of in the sun, kind of in the light. I'm gonna take them off. I'll leave those ones. That's pretty much about to where I left there, so we'll go to about that level. This plant also has a lot less leaves than the other trop cookies, so I don't want to take off those lower leaves that are still getting light. Like this branch right here, this is a good branch to clone. It's a really tiny Stardog. Maybe I might reverse it, who knows. I actually might leave that one to reverse it. Since I'm going to reverse some autos, might as well reverse a Stardog too. But just that branch, not the other ones, which I do need to make that soon. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Anyways, growmies, we're still, oh yeah, every time I touch the big fan leaves, they're sticky. And just gonna take off this big fan leaf, bam. More leaves, more leaves, more leaves. But anyways, growmies, hope your guys' day is going well, doing well. Hope your guys' plants are, you know, doing great, smoking great, and, you know, no random mishaps or anything. Hope everyone had a beautiful Thanksgiving weekend. And I know I did. It was fun. Had time with family. Now it's time to defoliate these plants. And again, I did say I wanted to leave this one, that lower one, just in case I want a easy part to reverse. Okay, but that's the star dog defoliation, which looks pretty good. We'll leave it at that. Actually, hold on, I'll take what's on the other plant. Okay, so star dog, I can see all the leaves that we've taken off already. Quite a bit of leaves. This is going straight to the compost. And now it's time to... Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get this plant out of here. This one doesn't need water. That one's still heavy. Okay, but now we're at the lamb's bread plant. So let's get in here. I hope the fan noises aren't too loud for you guys. I don't like to do any audio editing because I feel like it distorts the voice and it just doesn't sound normal. So I just want the voice to be natural. But anyways, again, anything that's just really hidden in the shade, anything that's like there's no point. This is just restricting airflow, and it's a cause for potential mold to form. See this branch, I'm not going to pull this one off because it actually made it to the top versus the other one didn't. So some branches they reach and make it, other branches don't reach and make it. You have to see which ones make it and decide if you want to keep it or not. All these ones down here did not, so that's why they're getting removed. And it tried, I mean, damn, look how long this little thing is. It tried. It just didn't make it across all, but it just didn't make it across all of this. There's a lot more plant here. Okay, continuing. Moving more leaves, more leaves. You know, I know a lot of growmies, they like to see the live parts. Personally, sometimes I'm like, I like the short, quick, you know, I defoliated, and I could say it in 5 seconds. You know, let me know if you guys are still watching. Do you guys like to see this? Do you guys want to see live commentary? Do you want to see what it's like coming in the tent, working on the plants, showing every little step? That's what I did for the Oreo series, and it seems like people liked it. So let me know if you guys like that. Also, let me know what you guys think about the Trop Cookie series. How has this grow been going? Do you think it's been fun to watch? I mean, I've been having a fucking blast growing these plants. But let me know if you guys are enjoying it too. Anyways, ripping a whole bunch of branches off. I already know there's the scissor comment every time. Oh my god, you're hurting the plants. Trust me, it's fine. It's fine. In nature, these plants are getting chomped on. They're getting gnarled. Ripping off some leaves right now. We're only helping this grow better. And that's the important thing to know about defoliation. You only want to help the plant grow better. You don't want to defoliate the fuck out of it and leave nothing there. It's like, imagine I took off your fingers. You know, these are like fingers. Imagine I just ripped them off. You're gonna have less food for yourself. You're gonna have less of everything. Not gonna be able to work as well. You need the food. You need life. It grows these leaves for a reason, you know, don't take them all off. Speaking of leaves, look how beautiful that leaf is. Wow. I love this plant, man. Just look at that. So beautiful. This is going right in the compost. This is beautiful compost material. You know, I typically don't like to defoliate too hard. Like I said before, I like to just let them go. And I might get rid of some of these. Here, let me show you from above. So from above, we have a lot of big fan leaves just covering all these inner bud sites. So I am going to take off some of these beautiful, gorgeous fan leaves, which I don't like doing at all. But I have to do it. Because we're not growing this plant for leaves, we're growing it for weed, for flowers. So I'm taking off these inner ones. You can see it's purposely protecting itself. And we're going to remove that. So that way we get a nice little... Alright, I am going kind of hard on the defoliation. But yeah, I kind of have to right now. These plants have filled this tent up way too much. And also, I mean, it's got a lot of leaves left. That's an important thing. You want to leave all the leaves. So here's another pile. Add that to the pile. And here we go. That's what it's looking like. See, now we got all that open space. Hopefully those buds will start reaching up since we are week 1, week 2. Day 8, 9, 10, something like that. You can see I've already bent these branches down, which I think I'll continue to do even more so now, because I want those lower bud sides to get light as well. So we can see just bending them out like that gives them a lot of light, and you can see how one family blocks the whole bud side. So we want to minimize that, but we also want as many bud sides as possible. Anyways, after defoliating all the plants, this is how they look now. And keep in mind, growmies, this is what they looked like 2 weeks ago. So far, these plants have been bursting with exponential growth, completely filling up the tent. I'm glad I decided to flip just before the tent was completely full, because now it is. And to thank for this relentless growth, it's mainly due to the intense light from the SE3000. This LED from Spider Farmer honestly really impresses me, providing me with growth rates that I've never seen before. I haven't studied every detail about photospectrum and light wavelengths, especially when working with plants. It seems like the Spider Farmer engineers know what they're doing. But enough of the organic soil grow. Let's check out the hydroponics grow from Homegrown Zone.
Hey growmies, HGZ here, bringing you an update on the Growers Mindset HGZ Grow Along of the Tropicana cookies. We're burning underneath a 3000 up there, which is 300 watts, not 3000. Don't be deceived, growmies. And in a 3x3 tent, and everything is looking great. Looking forward to giving you this update. So let's see what we got going on here. Over here to the left, this is the Tropicana cookies from Weed Seeds Express. Shout out to them for hooking me up, and a lot of other growmies in the community. And that's how we like it. You know, they take care of us, we take care of them. But this plant has really grown massive. Look at the size of these fan leaves on it, bigger than my hand. And we did some lollipopping. Show you, growmies. I went up there and I cleaned her all out, and she has grown literally, I don't know, shit, seems like almost a foot she's grown since last week. But we'll drop a tape on her. But before we do that, we'll show you the root development, how that's coming along. Since harvested the unidentified growing object in there. It was a blade of grass actually from Rico's Grow. But she's doing absolutely great. Let me pull out the old tape measure, and we'll measure from the base right on up, and we're looking at probably 16.5 up to the last node. So she has really grown significantly since last week, since the last update. And so is the other one. Since while I have the tape out, let's measure it first. This is pheno number 2, and this one was healthy from seed. Yet this one, you remember, growmies, I burnt the living hell out of with nutrients. But this one is 27, let's call it 27 up to the last node popping out. But that is a tremendous amount of growth in 1 week. And I didn't flip her into flower like I said I was, only because I have a plant in there right now that is just finishing up, and she looks gorgeous. But this one is growing in the Rockwool cube. It is a 4-inch cube, and underneath that 4-inch cube is a 6-inch cube, and surrounding it is all this lava rock just to keep the bucket stable, and it seems to be working out great. a lot more stability in it. So I'm really happy how things are rolling. I'm switching my nutrients right now. We're going to go with the General Hydroponics Maxi Grow, and it's a little bit more potent, but I'm only coming in half strength, and just to bring a little bit of green into these leaves. They look like they can use a little bit more nitrogen, but you know, you always come in small doses just in case. Especially this strain, I'm unfamiliar with it. I don't know how much it could take, or you know, what is too little, but we definitely got to give it just a little bit more. This one I'm afraid to, because it's growing out of control. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me give this back to my boy MJ, Grow His Mindset, okay? I'm HGZ, and I'm out of here.
Yo, we're back, growmies. Just wanted to do a quick nighttime check-in before the lights turn out. And plants are looking amazing. Not gonna lie, I did up the light to a little bit higher. I'm not sure if they like that brightness yet, but they're gonna have to get used to it because I want some dense ass flowers, you know what I'm saying, growmies? But they will get used to it, you know, and you want to be delicate about it. You don't want to do it too soon, too fast. So yeah, growmies, if you guys made it to the end of the video, y'all are some real ones, man. But what do you guys think? You know, we got the Star Dog, we got the Tropicana cookies 1 and 2, and we got the lamb's bread. Remember, lamb's bread, orange cream pop, crazy. Star Dog, chemical Skittle. Tropicana cookie 1. Let's see. Smells like it's just light. It's like a subtle cookie, subtle weed cookie, and then this last one, this other Tropicana. Smells very orangey, like clementine. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, growmies, leave a comment. Now, growmies, my plan is to document every single week of flower for these Tropicana cookies. And this was week 1. Within the next week or so, the next episode of Soil vs. Hydro will be out. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment. If you haven't seen my other grow/mug parts, check them out. Keep it up out there, growmies, and stay motivated in this beautiful medicinal hobby. #GROWMIEGANG.